Coming up now, the very latest news from Pattaya and Thailand via the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. Please like and subscribe. It helps us and it helps you too.
Passengers were still recovering in some cases this morning from injuries incurred as a bus travelled toward Pattaya. With locals and tourists on board, it collided with a 22-wheel oil tanker on the motorway. 38 passengers initially needed help when emergency services arrived, with 6 said to be still in hospital, amid claims from the tanker driver that the bus rear-ended him, leading to him losing control and the tanker too flipping on the carriageway. A stark warning for those considering motorbike rental, as Australian News reports on a trainee boxer who came here to improve, rode a rented bike and was hit by a car, leaving him in hospital. The insurance, we're told, have denied his claim. The 23-year-old from New South Wales may or may not be able to continue with the sport, as his leg was broken, requiring several pins. He had insurance for travel, but didn't have specific bike riding insurance and may or may not have had a bike licence. Police in Nakhon Sawan expect a local Thai teacher to hand himself in today after several parents of 10-year-old pupils made official complaints of molestation against him. The 49-year-old, a supply teacher, was outed after one of the youngsters complained to her elder brother, who duly told his parents. 2 major opposition parties have filed for the cancellation of several laws imposed by the previous military-led government, which afforded them and now the current government controls now deemed to be excessive. Of the 240 orders imposed by General Prayut, some 71 are now written into law, and as such can only be voided by a new parliamentary bill, which would also have to be passed by the Senate. The Social Development and Human Security Minister has ordered the Department of Empowered Persons with Disabilities to investigate the case of a 48-year-old wheelchair-bound man who's currently over halfway to the capital, riding along the Asia Highway in his wheelchair. If he gets all the way, that'll be over 800 kilometres. His claim? Well, he was receiving a small invalid allowance from the state, just 800 baht, but that was stopped. And according to him, when he applied locally, he was told by his local government that they would not transport him to the capital, but that he had to go to Bangkok to sort the problem out. So he did. After 3 weeks on the road and some 400 kilometres, there are some very embarrassed government employees in his hometown, and the minister has ordered the relevant department to sort his funding out ASAP. Meanwhile, local police have often housed and fed him en route. A 35-year-old British man in the capital faces charges of paying for the service of minors who were working in a bar in Hua Hin. The expat was arrested as a part of the follow-up investigation going back 6 months that have seen 2 women charged with pimping the youngsters. The British man, well, he denies all the charges. Meanwhile, at home in Jomtien Beach will be one way for the foreseeable future. That's from the police box along to Chayabrook Road, and will last as long as it takes to carry out relevant roadworks. With Jomtien's second road already bottlenecked with roadworks itself, that then's an area to avoid when possible. Local tourist police patrolled Walking Street this week and at the same time handed out proficiency badges to some 250 security guards at venues who'd recently undergone training with the police to ensure safe and effective but not injury-causing door work. So there's good news there for tourists. And what do you do when you have a flat tyre on a motorbike in Silachar? Well, at this week's Anything to Go By, you steal the back wheel of someone else's. A Thai tourist returning from a day on a local island with a ferry reported her back wheel missing. No word on catching the culprit, but the bike was left otherwise undamaged. And with the Met Office promising highs today of around 31 degrees, dropping down to 26, another sunny and humid day, but with the real feel of 37.
Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.